Oh, fuck. Why can't it be straight? Why can't it be straight? There we go. Never gonna be straight. Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF Powerrr Mike. I, Jonathan Coachman, here with Mike today, and with John Bradshaw Latefield. And today on Powerrr Mike, we are going to see the match that we thought we were going to see yesterday on Collision or Hit, but we did not. You know, being Asuka taking on LA Knight for the TWF heavyweight winnings. Jonathan Coachman says, well, I can tell you one thing, Mike, today. Says, hopefully, the match happens. And hopefully we'll see if LA Knight can overcome Asuka and become the TWF heavyweight fighter. Well, he was off to a bad start yesterday on Powerrr Mike. When he got misted in the eyes, John Bradshaw Latefield says. So I don't know if he's going to beat Asuka here today on Powerrr Mike or not. So yesterday, Asuka thought she could play, a mind game on me. Asuka thought, hey, I'll blind you. And then we won't even have the match. Well, here today, I'm going to have that match. And then at the end of the day, I'm going to be the TWF heavyweight fighter. I'm not going to be falling for any more of your mind games, Asuka. Not the one you played yesterday. And you're not going to be playing it here today either. Is that so, LA Knight? What makes you think that you can beat me? What makes you think that you can win a Stand up! Stand up! Dolls, I'm going to stand up. What makes you think you can beat me and win the TWF heavyweight winnings? Well, because I'm not going to fall for your mind games, and I'm going to drop you like that. That's how I'm going to do it. And then you're going to know, like everyone knows, whose name it is, whose game it is. It's LA Knight's game, yeah. Oh, great. Dolls that don't know how to stand up. What is it with folks that don't know how to make dolls that can't stand up? Stand up. Alright, this match is for the TWF heavyweight winnings. First, he is LA Knight, and she is the TWF heavyweight fighter, the Kaiserin of tomorrow, Asuka. Well, first off, Asuka wanted to do that miss, but LA Knight, beat her and dropped her like he said he was going to do. Jonathan Coachman says, will this be the end of Asuka's run as TWF heavyweight fighter? Jonathan Coachman says, we won't know, Mike today said, and I think it's going to take more than that to beat Asuka. 1, 2, and yeah, only a 2. So yeah, we were right about that. Well, he was off to a good start, John Bradshaw Latefield says. Only I've seen Asuka fight many wrestlers, both in WWE and TNF. Both WWE and the TWF, so it's going to take more than that to beat her. LA Knight with the body slam. And now he's going to be willing to go to the top steeple now, Jonathan Coachman says. Yeah, he's going to have to do some things that he hasn't done before, John Bradshaw Lakefield said. If he wants to win it, he's going to have to do some things that he maybe hasn't done before to beat her. Oh, and he just missed. Oscar just nailed him. Then with the Kaiser ring strike. And Oscar with the body slam. And now LA Knight seems to be in the bind. You know, that he did not want to be in, but seeked himself in, Jonathan Coachman says. We all know that very rarely has anyone who's beat Oscar, and luckily if they did, Mike today says, but I think the Oscar lock's coming up. Oscar wanted to spit and miss right now. Oh, she did. Now we can't see, Jonathan Coachman says. He said he wouldn't fall for that, Mike today says, but he fell to it. Well, John Bradshaw Lakefield said, like Oscar's told everyone in WWE since 25th between YL, and when she told everybody in the TWS since 26th between FYL, that no one is ready for Oscar. Meaning, well, here is your winner, and still TWF, you know, heavyweight fighter, Oscar. Now, Oscar is still the TWF heavyweight fighter and beat LA Knight here today on Powerrr Mike. Jonathan Coachman says, you know, a lot of us truly believed that LA Knight would have it won. Well, I believe too, Mike today said that LA Knight would have had it won. If he didn't get missed in the Lear, didn't go in the Oscar lock, who knows what would have happened. I'll tell you one thing. Right now, Jonathan Coachman said, I'll tell you one thing right now, John Bradshaw Lakefield says. He had everything going for himself right up until he synced himself in the Oscar lock. And when that happened, well, it didn't. And once he got missed in the eyes in the Oscar lock, there wasn't really much he could do. All right, we're going to have... John Bradshaw Lakefield says, could be right about that, Jonathan Coachman says. And now we're going to take it away now to Michael Cole. Thank you, Jonathan Coachman and Mike today. I'm going to be talking with Oscar here today on Monday on Powerrr Mike. And all right, Oscar, we saw you in the ring fighting LA Knight. And there were many times in this match where LA Knight thought he had it won. But somehow, someway you beat him, and you're still the TWF heavyweight fighter. Was there also any doubt, Michael, that I was going to beat LA Knight? And that I was going to keep the TWF heavyweight winnings? I told him, just like I told everyone else, that he would not be ready for Oscar. And I showed that here today on Powerrr Mike. And he can go around and talk about whoever's game it is. But I know that I was the winner. So I guess I can say that you are now shifting heel now, I guess. Shifting heel? No, why would you think that for? I have misted both heels and baby layers in the eyes with my miss. So, no, I haven't shifted heel at all. The LA Knight, I'm not going to take anything away from him. He was a good wrestler and all. But he was not ready for Oscar. Well, Oscar saying that the grounds to why she beat LA Knight, because he said he wasn't ready for her. Well, back to you, Jonathan Coachman and Mike today. Get your hand down. There you go. Well, thank you, Michael Cole, for talking with Oscar here today on Powerrr Mike. And that's all the time we got here for TWF Powerrr Mike. I, Jonathan Coachman, with Mike today and John Bradshaw Latefield. We hope you like Power or Might, and we'll see you tomorrow for Monday Night Raw or Moon Night Raw.